meeting the standard was never enough. I had to always exceed it, but it wasn't from a healthy position. It was like, I need it so that I can prove I'm tough, right? It was like this obsession. You know, there was like 120 lieutenants in my BOLC, I think. 50 of us started the pre-ranger program. And so you do PT every single day and you basically just get the smoked out of you for like 2 hours every morning. I mean, it was rough. It's probably the hardest PT I've ever done in my life for 6 months. It's a bunch of captains who are ranger tabbed, basically hazing you for 6 months, but they're prepping you to be able to withstand what ranger school's gonna throw at you, right? So we started PT like an hour before everyone else. So we did like literally 2 hours straight of PT, and like the regular lieutenants who weren't going to ranger, didn't want to try, they got to sleep in a little bit longer. You know, their PT is just like some organized, you know, BS. Yeah, so me and all the other guys who are like in the program trying to earn a slot to ranger school, we were literally always like nodding off. So to not fall asleep, we would just stand in the back of the classroom. So we're like holding our notebooks, taking notes. And I just remember looking like a bunch of idiots slamming monsters nonstop. And I'm so old for the kids listening. The only monster available was the full sugar green can and the blue can. There was no, you know, zero sugar options. So this is like an artillery BOLC thing. It's just to get a slot. So it's not like the official pre-ranger program that ranger school would do. Basically, it was just the artillery school's way of weeding out who had the highest chance of actually passing ranger school. And so they basically just smoked the crap out of us for 6 months. I doubt I've ever been in better shape than I was then. I ran my 5 mile in like 36 minutes, I think. And I'm not much of a runner, I hate running. They pretty much only ranked us based off of that and like if you could pass land nav and stuff like that. So, and that's how they gave out the 12 slots. And so I got one of them. But that was also in addition to having to pass everything in the artillery school to become an artillery officer. Remember we rucked like 15 miles one morning? And then afterwards, being done, they made us hold our rucks over our heads and do like air squats and stuff. It's at the discretion of these captains to decide if they're gonna drop you from the like if you just give up one day, you're out, like you're done. So like they can just like axe you at any point. So I just remember the stress of like, not just the physical stress, but just like the mental and emotional like nervousness of like, do not fail or they will cut you. Like if you drop your ruck, you're out. And just having this like panic, you know, like holding my ruck over my head and like being like, do not let it drop or they'll cut you and you're out and that'll be so embarrassing and all that kind of stuff, you know? And so, yeah, it was actually surprisingly stressful. That was like way worse than the actual like artillery school, you know?